So if this doesn't prove that these so-called pro-blacks are fraud, and they do what they do for money. I've been saying this for a while. A lot of other people have been saying this for a while, and I don't think people really get it. I think people are just bored, or that they just hating and they got problems and they're causing division, overlooking at the fact that it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia G has been having this back and forth shit with Tariq Nasheed, right? And I just came across a video where Cynthia was saying that she's gonna sue Tariq for defamation of character because Tariq had this, Tariq is very, very feminine, and yeah, I said it. He's very feminine. He's very moist. All the things that he calls other niggas is exactly what he is. If you look in the mirror, he's talking about himself. So he was like flaming her in one of his lives or whatever it is, and he was saying that she got cancer, and that she looked like she going through chemotherapy and all this other shit. And he's flaming her, he's cooking her or whatever, and it sounds like he's saying facts. So, I guess she sees the opportunity to get some money out of this fellow black person. They want to be pro-black, but as soon as they got problems, they quick to, bring the black person in front of white people and ask for white people to, grant whatever in their favor. You know what I'm saying? So you want to bring Tariq Nasheed to court and sue him because he's defaming your character. And she's saying that dudes is in her comment section calling her, cancer patient and all of these other bullshit, right? So this just tells me that, for one, like I've had problems with Cynthia G. She had mentioned my name, in the live that I had, with that dude Robert Perkins, and I made a video about her, but I didn't like how I came off in the video, so I actually deleted the fucking video. But, I had my problems with her, as goes for the rest of the pro-blacks, because they ain't about nothing but money. And they just use the struggle in order to get money out of it. That's pretty much the basics. So, I don't understand, like, how somebody that calls themselves pro-black, somebody that always talk about white supremacy and everything that's wrong with white supremacy, you make black men look like fucking garbage for dating white women, and you call them dusty beta males. She likes to call black men dusty beta males for one, not agreeing with her perspective on black and white relationships, and two, she calls them that basically because they just fuck with white chicks. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard somebody said this, and I didn't even know this, but somebody said that the Advice Show, the dude that runs the Advice Show, is in a interracial, y'all know what I'm trying to say, interracial relationship with a white woman right now. And she doesn't have a problem with him at all. She never called him out. She never aired him out, none of that. But she's always talking about Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? And of course I don't fuck with Tariq Nasheed. I know my stance. I don't fuck with none of these so-called pro-blacks. I don't trust none of them. They're all phonies. They all got their own motives and shit. And it's money. So I don't fuck with them. But she don't have a problem with Phil from the Advice Show. She don't have a problem with him in a racial relationship. You know what I'm saying? No problem with that, because I don't know why, but she don't have a problem with that. But she has a problem with every other black man that choose to date outside the race or whatever like that. Now, Cynthia is about 30 something, like 30, a couple of years older than me, probably about 34, 35. She has no kids. She's not in a relationship. And as far as how she sounds, she's not looking for a relationship out of a black man, because if she was, she wouldn't be straight up shitting on black men the way she does. Like all of her fucking, damn near all of her videos. So many videos she got about black dudes that swirlers. And you know what's hypocritical about that? She have her own fucking skeletons in her closet, because she dated white dudes before. She said it out of her own mouth. She dated white dudes, but she trying to fucking lie and say that none of them dudes got to touch her, none of them got to get sexually, physical, none of them had sexual contact with her, things like that. Like she ain't fucked none of them. Fuck it, make it basic. She ain't had sex with none of them. She ain't did nothing with none of these dudes, but they like to take her out and buy her everything that she asked for, even her sister. Right? This is how much she trying to make it seem like she was pimping this white dude or any white dudes that ever took her out in the past. Because the fact that the secret is out, that she dated white dudes, the best thing that she could do is make it like downplay it, like, well, nigga, I only did that because them niggas was buying me shit. Like them niggas was giving me everything I want. So why wouldn't I do that? Which to me is just a cover up for the fact that you dated white dudes, period. Like she's trying to say she went and said that white dudes make her sick. Like this dude that was taking her out was making her sick. Like she really couldn't fuck with him. She would never touch him or none of that. Like he make you physically sick. How the fuck somebody makes you physically sick but you can go out with them? Physically sick. That would be something that you cannot physically be around. How can you be around somebody and say they make you physically sick? That doesn't make sense. So she's just trying to cover it up because people know that she has her past of dating white men. And she don't want nobody to really know that, but when she finds out that people know, she goes and lies. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Cynthia G at all. Like all of the comments about her talking about white supremacy and she's a hypocrite because she's probably a Bedouin and all that, I believe it because there's the proof, there's facts. You know what I'm saying? There's all these facts. But the fact that people are saying that she's a man and she's a transgender and all that, I think y'all niggas, first of all, I'm going to talk to y'all niggas right now. Y'all need to chill with that transgender shit. Because nowadays, y'all calling every single woman, and it's mostly black women that everybody's calling transgender. Like, they said Michelle Obama was a man. They said Serena Williams was a man. And all of these other, athletically built black women. Like, even though Serena Williams is clearly an athlete, motherfuckers is still going to look at her muscles and muscular build and say she was a man. Like, are y'all niggas fucking serious? Are y'all stupid niggas? Do you know what happens when females lift weight and work out every day more than y'all fucking niggas are doing? Like, do you know what they gonna look like? Anybody that work out is gonna get muscles, you stupid ass niggas. Like, y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. Stop calling every woman a man. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? To be spiteful or whatever, to throw shade, like, that's the only time I might stoop to that level. But to be logical, I'm not going to call what I know is a woman a man just to make her feel bad or just to disrespect her. I'm not going to do that. I'm way too grown and mature for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas got to be kids doing shit like that. But y'all got to relax. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with these two. Because, personally, Tariq and Cynthia G are, like, very similar. They talk about white supremacy. Every other word out of their mouth is white supremacy. That's their favorite phrase, white supremacy. They're taking over. They are the problems. Institutionalized racism and systematic racism, and it all goes back to white supremacy. And to be honest with you, I agree. I agree with a lot of the shit they say. My problem with them is the fact that they're not sincere. They don't really give a fuck about the things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that white supremacy controls and dictates everything, because at the end of the day, y'all play right into white supremacy. You're on Google and YouTube. That's owned by white supremacy. Like, I'm pretty fucking sure the internet and the biggest engines on the internet is owned by these same people y'all talking about. So you don't have no problem broadcasting your whole life through tools that white supremacy created, which is the fucking internet, YouTube, Google. But you don't have no problem using their platform and all that. But you make it seem like you hate them to death, but you love their shit. Like, it really doesn't make sense, really. If you really use your brain, it really doesn't make sense. To be all up on white supremacy YouTube, talking shit about white supremacy, and loving YouTube, and YouTube is fucking financing your life. YouTube is the reason why you can probably go and pay your bills and go buy shit out of the store, because I don't think Cynthia G has a fucking job. I'm going to be real. I don't think she has a job. You know what I'm saying? I doubt if she has a job. I think her whole shit is set up in front of her, whatever she used to record herself, and that's how she make her money 100%. I don't think she has a job. I don't think she has something that she does outside of making YouTube videos. And I think she's honestly unemployable. The fact that she can talk all that shit and she's public, like Google is public, you know what I'm saying? She probably got a Facebook and she probably posts up all that shit on her Facebook. And we know in these days and times, when you go look for a certain type of job, you can't be surprised if they look into your social media life. Who you are, what type of things you post about, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. We know the feds do it. So it's not, it's not non-comprehensible to say a job is doing it, and an employer, you know what I'm saying? They might be doing it way more than anybody else is doing it, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think Cynthia can walk into a building and get a job, you know what I'm saying? Now, I remember when she first started, I think she had somewhat of an office job or some shit. And this was like a while back. This is probably like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, after she done went in on white supremacy so much, and white people are disgusting and they're devils and what black people should never mix with them. After posting all those videos and all those things on your social media websites, people are going to see that, and once they see that, they're not going to hire you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these jobs are controlled by white people. You know what I'm saying? That's going to take offense to a lot of the shit that came out of her mouth. So I don't think she can walk into a building and get a job. So seeing the opportunity of suing Tariq Nasheed for this so-called defamation of character, of course it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? And I heard a figure like 1.5 million. Like, come the fuck on. There's no way in the fucking world you're getting anywhere near that. Even if you win the case, you're not getting no 1.5 million. Like, this is YouTube. Everybody defames everybody on YouTube. You done defame me. Can I sue you? You defame my fucking character, calling me a dusty beta male coon or whatever the fuck she called me that day in that video. Like, you done disrespected me. What if I sue your ass for defamation of character?